Apple released the product red versions of the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus this week. We have a rumored ZTE phone with a double notch, and we have some more rumors on the HTC U12. Hi there, and welcome to TechPlover Weekly. Apple released the product red versions of their iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus this week. The red color this year is the first on a glass back, and it is a beautiful deep red color. We didn't get a product red iPhone 10, but we did get an iPhone 10 leather case. We didn't get exactly the same red color as for the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus, but the leather case looks very good as well. ZTE is rumored to be working on a phone with not one notch, but two notches. This can be seen in recently leaked photos. There aren't many details on the phone yet, but according to the leaked images, we will at least get dual cameras on the back and a fingerprint sensor on the back as well. For these two notches on the phone, we can expect on the top we will get a camera, a speaker and maybe some other sensors. But on the bottom, they're rumored to have a speaker there. So we would get dual front-firing speakers. According to some more leaked information, this phone is going to be called Iceberg. But we don't have any more specifics on this phone yet. We are getting more and more information on the HTC U12 as it closes its release. We now have a leaked spec sheet that tells us a lot about the phone. The HTC U12 Plus will have a 5.5-inch Quad HD display. And of course it will have the Snapdragon 845 chip in it. And according to the leaked spec sheet, it will have 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of internal storage. On the back we will have a 12 megapixel camera with fast autofocus, and on the front we will have an 8 megapixel camera. And both these cameras will have optical image stabilization. We've heard some rumors on the LG V7, but now we are getting some rumors on the successor of LG V30, the LG V35. And of course it will adopt the ThinQ name as well. According to the rumors, it will have a 6-inch OLED display with a resolution of 2880 by 1440. We will get an aspect ratio of 18:9 and 80% screen-to-body ratio, which is a little bit smaller than for other rumored phones, which is more closer to 90%. We will get dual 16 megapixel cameras on the back, one standard lens with f1.6 aperture and the other one with a wide-angle lens of 107 degrees field of view. The LG V35 is expected to be released this year. The Apple HomePod isn't selling that well, and according to the market research firm Slice Intelligence, it only has 4% market share. And according to the analyst Minchi Ko, Apple has sold 2 to 2.5 million HomePods, and half of that was sold in the first month of HomePod release. Some analysts say that the main reason that the HomePod isn't selling that well is the price of the HomePod. We've heard some rumors in the past months that the HomePod Mini is in the works, but according to Apple, the current HomePod is at optimal size for best sound quality, so don't expect a HomePod Mini in the near future. And last but not least, we have the first official image of the OnePlus 6. OnePlus tweeted a photo where they have a OnePlus 6 and OnePlus 5T on top of each other. We can't see much on this image, but we can see that the OnePlus 6 does not seem to have any visible antenna bands, and that could suggest that we have a glass back on this phone, which also can suggest that we are getting wireless charging on the OnePlus 6. The OnePlus 6 does not seem to curve the edges on the back as on the OnePlus 5T, and we have visible metal chassis that seems to hold down the panels on the back and on the front. So it will be really exciting what we will get when the OnePlus 6 will be finally announced. So these were the news and rumors for this week, and stay tuned for my next episode of TechPlover Weekly. And since it really helps my channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. See you in my next video.